We the best around.
We designated spitters live every week. Designated homie cause we sticky heat. We designated spitters deep. Talking Yankee baseball, hip hop or the streets. We designated, we innovative. We designated spitters time, what you know. We designated, we innovative. We designated spitters, let's start the show.
Yo. What is going on, everybody? And welcome to the one, the only Designated Spitter. Because that's kind of what it is today, guys. We got Designated Spitter Pete taking over the show. Everybody's a little busy. You know, you got the holidays right here. Christmas is right around the corner. Merry Christmas to all you filthy animals out there. Enjoy it. Have a great time with friends and family. I completely understand. But James, I'm doing good. Philo, how you doing? First Last, how you doing? Medina Garcia, how you doing? Matthew, how you doing? How you doing? Sorry if it sounds like there's a machine gun behind me. Sorry about that, guys. You know, Spank. Yeah, Spank's up to no good. You guys already know that. King of Jordans, how you doing? How you doing? How you doing? First Last, how you doing? Devon, what's going on, man? Yankees Farm, how you doing? So what up, everybody? We got a good show for you guys today. You know, of course, not a lot of news out there right now. We don't have the news that we've been waiting for of a big trade, a big move. That has not happened yet, of course, but the Yankees do arguably have one of the best rotations in Major League Baseball now with Carlos Rodon here. So, looking forward, that's one of the first things I want to touch on is where the Yankees rotation really rank now with Carlos Rodon. And look, we never know if they're done yet. We don't know if they're going to potentially trade Frankie Montas in a deal. I don't think so. I think the Yankees rotation is set. I think they got a fantastic 1 through 5. I think the idea of Cole, Rodon, however you want to go to lefty-righty, lefty-righty, righty-lefty type thing. Cole, Rodon, Sevy, Nestor, Montas. I like to go righty-lefty. That's the way I choose it. That's the way I would like to do it. But no matter how you go, you look at this rotation now, and you got to think back. I mean, when did the Yankees have this good of a rotation that us as fans going into the season could really just simply say, hey, if these guys are healthy, we do have the best rotation in baseball. I don't care what anybody says. I mean, I was looking into this a little bit, not too much. You know, there's some American League clubs that have good rotation still. The New York Mets in the National League have a good rotation. Dodgers rotation's decent. Seattle got a good rotation. Tampa Bay still got a good rotation. There's clubs out there with good pitching. And look, on paper it's cute. It means jack poot until you're actually out there playing and it actually shows up. That's the most important thing. You got to go out there and actually play the games and be healthy and do all that. But that 1-2 in the Yankees rotation of Cole and Rodon, I really hope they have like a friendly competition of really playing off each other. These guys have the potential of doing what I was begging for last offseason, to have two guys, righty-lefty, atop of your rotation, that could strike out 500 guys combined. It's possible. They came just short of that last year. But they could do that. If Carlos Rodon threw probably, 15 to 20 more innings, which would have put him right around the 200 mark, he probably would have done it. And that's a great point by Matthew, too. Our guys are more stretched out now than they have ever been. Nestor Cortez threw his most innings. Luis Severino's ramping himself back up, and it's a walk year. Luis Severino really wants to go out there and dominate. And Seth, I disagree with that. The Mets having the best rotation. They have no idea what they're getting from Carrasco. You have no idea what Quintana's going to do in the National League. He's really been an up-and-down guy. Has never been who he was with the White Sox. And you got two guys on top of your rotation, 38 and 40-something. I'm not saying they're going to be bad. And this is no bias, because you guys know I don't play the bias game. Maybe when it comes to who's going to win in a certain day on a game, I'll be biased towards my Yankees. But if I am looking at it really just on paper and saying, who would I rather go into the season with? I'll be honest with you guys. I would go into the season with the New York Yankees rotation. 100 times out of 100. I don't care. If you put the Yankees rotation next to the Mets rotation, I am going with the New York Yankees rotation all day. That is it. And again, that is just one part of where the New York Yankees are and what they got to do. So you look at some other clubs. Cleveland got a good rotation. They're not the Yankees. Tampa Bay, good, not the Yankees. Toronto, good, not the Yankees. Seattle, good, not the Yankees. Houston does still have a good rotation. As long as everybody's healthy and everything is, and I got them side by side, I'm taking the Yankees. I'm sorry. I'm taking this Yankee rotation. Verlander's lost, so you don't have that age presence. You don't have that you don't have that veteran atop of that rotation. I'm taking the Yankees. Yankees, Mets, and Astros. Edwin, I agree with that. I believe have the best rotations in Major League Baseball. With the New York Yankees, to me, now being the best. I told you guys beforehand, I believe the Yankees needed to improve their rotation. I did not believe the Yankees rotation was one of the best last year. I don't care what the numbers told me. When I looked at the Yankees rotation last year and coming into this offseason, I didn't think the Yankees had one of the best rotations in baseball. I just didn't. Adding Carlos Rodon, they're just filthy. That's a filthy, filthy rotation. It's that simple. We already know who Carlos Rodon is. We know the way the guy pitches. We know who the guy is mentally. I'm super stoked to see this guy. And, of course, go see the first game that Carlos Rodon pitches for the New York Yankees. We'll give you some highlights right here. And, you know, the main focus of today's show, it's going to be an easy one. It's going to be a quick one because, again, there's not a lot of news. Look, this guy's filthy. I mean, Carlos Rodon on the mound, as long as this guy's healthy, there he is, man. You know, this is who this guy is. Look at this stuff. Look at this stuff. Just stop it. Come on now. He struck. You know how many times I'm going to be doing he struck him out next year? It's not even going to stop. I'm going to be doing it so much I might get tired of doing it with these guys. Filthy. Mid to high 90s, easy, with ease, like it's nothing at all. That's the way he does it, folks. That's the way he does it. It's my guy. But speaking of that, we already know, right? We know the Yankees have a fantastic rotation. Whatever. We don't got to talk about this all day. We want to move on to some other topics. And really today, just to give everybody a heads up, we got a really good video coming out tomorrow with Dane Huber, who goes into really good detail about some of the Yankees' top prospects. Some of the Yankees' top outfield, infield prospects. Eric says, you bring up health with the Mets. What about Rodon's health? You must not listen too well, Eric, because I did say if all of them stay healthy. I said that multiple times. And I said if everybody stays healthy on paper, I take the Yankees rotation over the Mets. Open up your ears, kid. Listen a little better, all right? But we have a great video coming out tomorrow. Dane really breaks down a lot of things. And I tell you guys this right now. If you weren't excited already, if you were not excited already about Spencer Jones, you're going to be really friggin' excited about Spencer Jones after listening to what Dane has to say about him. You're going to be really, really excited about him. Let's see. These from DJ Steele. Oh, God, here we go. Why does Santa have a big sack? Because he only comes once a year. That's why Santa has a big sack. What up, bro? 1 week left till Xmas, my guy. I hope I get you as my gift. Aw, Steels. Come on. You can have Spank. You can have Spanky. Spanky's chilling up top. I don't know what he's doing today. He's from the top rope down there. Probably going to jump in here at some point. No one Spank. But that's Spanky for you. But you're going to want to tune into this video tomorrow. Trust me, I will be working on it tomorrow morning. And I'll have it out probably around 1 or 2 o'clock. And there's a special NYYST that is going to be live tomorrow night, guys. So make sure you check out that. And really quickly, while we're discussing this, let me get this pulled up because we just talked about the Yankees rotation. Your boy did some work on the NyynewsTV site today. I'm doing some more work on it. I wanted to show you guys this because we got a lot of new awesome merchandise, man. And I want to have you guys take a look with me. So scroll on down. Of course, you guys got we got the My House tee. This is, of course, people are like, what is the My House? What is that from? This is what Carlos Rodon said. This is my effing house when he came off the mound screaming that time. So guess what, man? This is now Carlos Rodon's house, damn it. This is my effing house. We got that one right there. We also have a official Carlos Rodon shirt. Let me show that to you guys right here. Is a new one we actually just put up. There's the design right there. Rodon in 3D. And of course, again, this is my effing house. Got that in multiple different colors for you guys. Even got a little royal blue going on there. I love it. I love it. But then also, if you guys enjoy Get Yanked, we got Get Yanked gear finally available. So that is now up there also. And I reworked one of my favorite shirts that I'm actually going to order the brand new one to. That is, of course, the That's a Rizzo tee. The That's a Rizzo tee is legendary, folks. There you go. You got the Italian Stallion there. But now on the back, when the ball hits the sky like a big pizza pie, that's a Rizzo. So make sure you check out NyynewsTV.com, guys. Check it out today. Go to the shop. Check out all the new merch. We've had our best month ever in the shop. So again, guys, thank you so much for that. I greatly appreciate it. It helps a ton. But guys, tomorrow, remember, that video is coming out around 1 o'clock or so. But the reason I'm bringing up that video is because we talk a lot about prospects. Me and Dane talk a lot about where Anthony Volpe and Oswald Peraza could coexist on this team and what Dane has heard about Volpe, Peraza. What does he think about those guys? It's a really good video. Again, I'm going to repeat this because I want people to be ready for this tomorrow. Wait till you hear what Dane has to say about Spencer Jones. Guys, we got 49 likes and smack that like button. Wait till you hear what Dane has to say about Spencer Jones. I'm just telling you guys right now, beware to be knocked off your friggin' seat, feet, whatever the hell you're sitting on, standing on. Be prepared to be blown away because what he's told me about Spencer Jones, I'm friggin' excited as hell for this kid. Excited as hell for this kid. But we covered Jones, Everson Piera, Jason Dominguez, Elijah Dunham, Anthony Volpe, Oswald Peraza. Tons of guys that we discuss on that episode, so make sure you guys are tuned in for it. But talking about the Yankees and where they can improve, that up the middle is going to be very, very important, right? Because we did hear Hal Steinbrenner basically come out and say, I want the up the middle of the future for the Yankees to be our young guys. That being the man you're seeing on the screen right now, Oswald Peraza, and of course, the other being Anthony Volpe. But Peraza came up with the Yankees last year, had a strikeout percentage, which is another thing you got to consider. I know it's only 50 ABs, but well under 20% at about 15%. Remember, with the stolen base threats, that's going to be a huge increase this coming year. Having Peraza on the team is going to make a world of a difference. Speed is going to really be a major factor in Major League Baseball in 2023. Also, the shift being gone, that's going to help everybody. Guys that hit the ball to right, guys that hit the ball to left. It's going to bring it back to how baseball was years ago where you didn't see as many shifts. It's going to make a difference. We also know about Peraza's glove. And we also know, of course, about our friend, that being Hal Steinbrenner, basically coming out and saying, hey guys, look, I want these young kids to be the future of our infield. That's what I'm looking for. That's what I want. I want the future of the middle of our infield to be the young guys. He even said there's a competition up the middle. Does that mean that the Yankees are going to trade Gleyber Torres? I put a video about that the other day. Tons and tons of different opinions. I mean, from people saying trade him, from people that say no way, you don't deal him, to people just saying I don't give a poo, get rid of him, replace him with somebody else, to people saying, hey, P, look, you had a better year last year. You might as well hold him. You might as well keep him. See what he does for another year. Maybe you deal him at the deadline. So there's a lot of good opinions on that. What do the Yankees do up the middle eventually? Does Anthony Volpe end up playing third base? Does Anthony Volpe stick at second base? I think if you talk to myself and any scout that's out there or that has watched these guys, Oswald Peraza must be your shortstop, not Anthony Volpe. I know the Yankees are hyping Volpe up in so many different ways as like the next Derek Jeter and blah, blah, blah. And just so everybody knows, that comparison is not based off tools. So I do want people to understand that. That comparison of Volpe's a lot like Derek Jeter, that is not based off of tools. That is based off of mental aspect of the game, which is a big, big difference. So when you hear that comparison, please don't automatically think that Anthony Volpe every single year is going to have over 200 hits, bat 314, 327, 348. He really doesn't project to be that type of guy. We'll see what he is, but he doesn't project based off the hit tool of the 20/80 grade scale as somebody that just blows you off the charts. A lot of his repertoire is really based around his mental aspect of the game and who he is as a mental player that could adjust quick, that is high baseball IQ. But those are the guys we want on this team, and that's what I want to talk about. It's not a knock on Gleyber Torres to say, I don't want him on the team because I don't feel like he is a mentally all-there player. That's not a knock on him. That's simply saying I want guys that are ball players. I want high baseball IQ players on this club. I believe Anthony Volpe will be a high IQ player. Does that mean he's an all-star? I don't know. We'll see. I think the same thing about Oswald Peraza. Is Oswald Peraza high IQ at baseball? I think we've seen a lot of that last year, just in a little time he played. But, does that mean he'll be an all-star? I don't know. But I'm willing to take the chance on those type of players instead of what we've seen already in a guy like Gleyber Torres. Do I expect the Yankees, even if they traded Gleyber, to come out the gate with Anthony Volpe being a second baseman? I don't think so. I think Volpe will wait. The Yankees do have a good excuse, by the way. People want to bring up, well, they're going to look for the extra year. Well, they do have a good excuse. He didn't play too well in AAA. So the Yankees very well could just simply say, hey, look, we want Anthony Volpe to have more time in AAA. We'd rather him do that. That's what I think they need. Sam says, mentally not all that player. Oh my God, left out. There's nothing wrong with saying that. I'm not saying he's dumb or slow. I'm saying he's not a high IQ baseball player. It's obvious to read. Gleyber Torres, you want me to prove it to you? I'll prove it to you. I'll prove it to you. Gleyber Torres last year let a runner score from second base on a routine base hit to right field, or whatever the hell it was. I forgot what it was. I think it was a base hit. By chasing a runner back to second instead of throwing home, and you would have had him out by 100 feet. He's a low IQ baseball player. It's that simple. Gleyber Torres is not always there playing baseball. It's not a knock on him personally. When it comes to baseball, he's not quick-witted. We've seen Peraza play in a short period of time to see that. We've seen him make really terrific plays. So, again, people like to see things as knocks for whatever reason. Oh, I'm knocking Gleyber Torres. No, Gleyber Torres may go elsewhere and be an all-star. He may be an all-star for the Yankees next year. I don't know. I'm simply saying that is not the type of player I want on my team. I personally do not feel Gleyber Torres is a winning baseball player. I don't think he's a ball player. I don't think he's a gamer. I don't. I see a lot of Gary Sanchez in Gleyber Torres' play. I do. Gleyber Torres, if he had changed his approach and decided to hit the ball more to right field, as I called for towards the end of last year, and he started to do it, stop swinging for the fences with 2 strikes, it'd be a lot better. He'd be a much better ball player. Much better ball player. But with that being said, we'll move on. One of the other things I want to discuss when it comes to the Yankees infield is third base is potentially open. We don't know if the Yankees are saying they're not looking to move Donaldson. I don't buy that. I don't buy that one bit. Most of the times, teams do not just come out there and say, hey, guys, we're going to move Josh Donaldson. One, you don't want to do that because whatever value has been diminished It's even more so diminished now that you're coming out saying we're going to move him. The Yankees coming out basically saying we're not looking to trade Josh Donaldson. If anybody believes that to be true, I'm sorry to tell you, right? You're batshit crazy. I got to keep it honest with you. If you think that is true, you're batshit crazy. The Yankees would trade Josh Donaldson tomorrow. And for also a lot of the people that believe the New York Yankees can trade him, I also think you're batshit crazy, to be quite honest with you. The Yankees could trade Josh Donaldson. There's no doubt about it. He is not a long commitment. Yes, he has a big contract for 2023. We've seen this done countless times for even worse players. Even worse guys. There's many different moves you can make, whether you're swapping salaries to get rid of the guy that you don't need on your club, whether you're attaching a prospect and you're maybe paying down that contract a little for the year. The Yankees can move Josh Donaldson. There's no doubt about that. That opens up potentials at third base. The Yankees infield in years to come, who the hell knows what it's going to look like? Kicking with Roy, what's going on, man? Would like Devers in the Bronx. It'd be amazing to have Devers in the Bronx, but I don't see that happening. Via trade, of course not, but also via free agency when he gets there, if he does get there, because he's going to probably be an extremely high contract. I don't know how many more of those the Yankees are going to add, but we'll see. We'll see what they do. But I want to talk too. I don't want to go too deep into this because me and Dane talk about this on tomorrow's video. But I do want to talk about one guy for the outfield. And it's not the trade stuff. It's none of that stuff that some of you guys may be expecting. Forget that for now. Here we go. I got to talk about former New York Met, Michael Conforto. And guys, I got to talk about this for a second. Because one or two things are happening right now. Either Scott Boras is seeking too much money for Michael Conforto. Or Michael Conforto, his medicals do not look good. But I tell you guys right now, this has grown on me a lot. If the Yankees are unwilling to trade Peraza and Volpe, I've talked about this plenty of times. I'm okay with that. I'm 100% okay with the Yankees saying, look, we're not going to deal Volpe and Peraza. We feel they're going to be our up the middle very, very soon. We think they're going to be the up the middle very, very soon for us. I'm okay with that. If the medicals look good on Conforto, a 2-year deal with an opt-out after 1 really would make sense. If this guy is healthy, folks, this really, really makes sense. Of course, you got to get a pop-up right there. Of course, I don't know who the hell this lady is. What does she say? Let's get her on it. Get free. What the hell is that? Oh my God. I don't even know what the hell that shit is. Get free something. I don't know what she's giving out free, but she's giving something out free, folks. But speaking of Conforto again, man, I don't know, guys. Look, I'm just spitballing here. I'm just completely spitballing. I have been told the Yankees have kept up dialogue with Boras when it comes to Conforto. But the main question is simply this. What does this guy's medicals look like? Because I posed this question to Dane earlier. If he is healthy, how the hell is he not signed yet? It's either one or two things. He's either not healthy and his medicals don't read too nice, or 2, Scott Boras is really seeking much more than teams are looking to pay for him. But I tell you what, man, I would be all for Conforto. I'd be all for this guy. I really would be. I mean, you go back a couple of years on Michael Conforto. And yeah, there's better options. We already know, guys, so nobody got to go but Pete. What about Brian Reynolds? What about Dalton Varsho? What about McCarthy? I like all those guys. Probably ahead of Michael Conforto. But if we're going to hold on to Peraza and Volpe, maybe we make some minor trades. I do think Domingo Germán, Clark Schmidt, some of those guys could be moved for something good. I think Arizona will be very interested in both of those guys. But jump back over real quick. Let's look at Michael Conforto again a little closer. Let's go ahead and see. Michael Conforto is going to play next year at 30 years old. When this guy was healthy, yeah, I know Thank you, Spank. Like the video, guys. 2019, I get. It was a year that everybody was tearing the cover off the ball. Well, we know that. We understand that, right? Everybody was doing it. Gleyber Torres, Brett Gardner hit like 27 or 30 homers that year, whatever it was. But 28 the year before, 27. Look at the on-base percentages. 384, 350, 412 in minimum at-bats. Even when he struggled in 2021, a 344 on-base percentage. Scroll on a little bit to your advanced side. Limited time, but in 2021, that strikeout rate dropped to a career low almost, besides obviously his rookie year in 2015, where he didn't play as much. But that dropped, and the walk rate went up. Those are all good signs. Now, again, do we know if Conforto will come out and be amazing? I don't know. L.I. Yankee King. L.I. Guardian King. Why in the world? And I really got to... I hate that I have to stop this and talk about this, but I'm going to have to. See, Brantley got $12 million. Michael Conforto can't get much more than that. He can't. I don't care what you want to say. He can't. L.I., I really got to do this. And I'm sorry I got to do this, but I have to do this. You may have really, and I like you. I like you. I've always been fair and nice to you. You might have the worst baseball takes in the history of the world. You really might have the dumbest, and I believe you're a troll at this point. You got to be a troll. I have been one of the biggest cheerleaders for Estevan Florial. If you cannot tell at this point that the Yankees have no interest in starting this kid, I don't know what to say to you, fam. I don't know what to tell you anymore. If you cannot see that with your own eyes, that they've never given the kid a shot, even when they announced they were going to give him a shot. The kid played 2 games and he said, guy, you're gone. Get Aaron Hicks back out there. The kid couldn't play over Aaron Hicks. What are you talking about? Enough of this. I'm going to start considering this shit spamming. I'm sorry. I got to start considering this spamming. This is spamming at this point. Yeah, believe it or not, Estevan Florial is going to be the left fielder. Bro, you got a better chance of being the left fielder next year. You got a better chance of being the left fielder next year. And stop trading for Patrick fucking Corbin. Would you, please? You're getting me up there, L.I. You're pissing me off. You're really starting to piss me off. All right? Take it easy now. Now I need a drink of water because of you. Now you're bothering me. I'm getting friggin' agita. My goodness. Florial's only chance of starting is if he goes to another club. Let's be real here. Let's be real. Come on, stop it. You want to you stop giving me agita. But the Yankees have decisions to make. The Yankees have decisions to make, okay? All right? The middle of the infield, they got so much things to play around with there. Again, don't believe they're not trying to trade Josh Donaldson. Yes, they are. Gleyber Torres, we'll see what the Yankees do with him. Who's out there? Conforto's an injury risk. Reynolds and the D-backs outfields are way too much. Yeah, because you know. What do you know? You're in your house with your lotion bottle all day. What the fuck do you know? How do you know who cost what? You're working it. You're coming close to the Caputo level, fam. I recommend you dial it back, little guy. Dial it back before I suplex you through fucking 6 tables. I'm giving L.I. too much time. I apologize, guys. I apologize, everybody. I'm giving L.I. way too much time. My bad. Let me continue on to the actual show. They got to be considering trading Josh Donaldson. They got to be considered trading potentially Gleyber Torres, I think, in a bigger deal. There's a lot of teams that are interested in him, I believe, and we'll see what happens. But it's going to be interesting, man. It's very, very interesting. What the New York Yankees have lined up and how they're going to enter the season on the offensive side, right? Because we already know. We already know what the Yankees rotation is going to look like, what it's going to be. Maybe there's a surprise. We don't know. We have an idea of what the bullpen's going to look like. The offense is the key because last year that was the downfall. The offense was a problem last year. We all know that. Everybody knows it. We watch with our own eyes. I call the 150 plus games the closest I've ever watched baseball. We all know that. We all know the Yankees offense needs to get better. 78 likes, guys. Hit that like button. We know the offense needs to improve. We know the Yankees got to have a different dynamic. Rules have changed. That is going to play up. That's going to make a difference. Rules have changed now in baseball. So that will make a difference, no doubt about it. Johnny Almonte, my friend with the super duper chat. He says, remember Pete, there's a deal bigger than Rodon. We'll see, man. One thing I'll give Brian Cashman credit for, Brian Cashman has been very good of laying in the weeds and kind of surprising us out of nowhere. He's done that before. So, you can't deny that on Cashman. We can knock him many different ways. But Brian Cashman has been able to lay up in the weeds and do some big, big deals for the Yankees. So, you never know. I mean, it's fun to speculate. It's fun to think about what a deal could be. Bigger than Rodon. I mean, I don't know who you could be talking about there. We got a super chat from the legendary Rod Thompson. Quick super chat before his phone dies. If the Yankees are going to let the kids play, they have to commit to them and let them struggle. Pena struggled with Houston before turning it around. That is 100% true. No doubt about it. No doubt about it. The New York Yankees, if they do commit, you got to just hand the reins over. You can't simply say, if this guy struggles for 2 weeks, we got to move on. No. If you're committing a position this year, give it to him. You got to give it to him. Whether it's Peraza at shortstop, Volpe maybe comes up at second base eventually, at third base, who knows? You got to commit to those guys playing there. And look, I believe Michael Kay when he says he spoke to a high-ranking Yankee official who says they're working on something bigger. I don't deny that to be true. Now, will it come true? We don't know. We got to wait and see because, I mean, what's bigger than Carlos Rodon? I mean, I'll ask you guys that. What trade is bigger than a Carlos Rodon signing? I mean, that is a major, major signing for the Yankees. He's the biggest free agent pitcher available besides for Verlander, and the Yankees got him. So, I don't know. I don't know. And Yankees Farm brings up a great idea. No shift, bigger bases. It's going to be interesting. It is. It's going to make a difference. It'll make a difference. Johnny Almonte says Brian Reynolds. I think that could be. I guess that could be bigger than Rodon. He's obviously controlled for multiple years, but I could see a Reynolds deal still happening. Ross says Ohtani. That would be gigantic. Fernando Tatis Jr., Corbin Burns, Yelich deal. I'd do it. Corbin Burns is a beast. I'd take on Yelich for the outfield. Why not? Corbin Burns is amazing. Yelich may get much better too with the shift, man. Yeah, the Red Sox signed Justin Turner tonight too. He's going to DH and play first base. Think a Mullins trade with the O's is possible? I don't see that happening. The Orioles are becoming a good team. The Yankees may want to stick away from giving him anybody. I like Mullins, don't get me wrong. Would I trade guys for him? Yeah. He had a little bit more of a down year last year, but we'll see. Get Hosmer to play left field? No. Nah, definitely not. Definitely not. Biggest splash would be Reynolds, says Jonathan Alvarez. Jonathan, nice picture with the hat too, by the way, the 99 hat. Very nice. Yeah, I could see that. Spencer Jones goes in a deal for an outfielder? No. He might be the last guy you'd want to trade. Guys, I'm telling you, man. Wait till our video tomorrow with Dane. Dane breaks Spencer Jones down so well. And he's just recently been getting information from scouts that he talks to. I don't want to give nothing away, but the hype on Spencer Jones is unbelievable. I'm not going to give anything else away on Jones. I'm just going to say, watch that video tomorrow. You're going to learn a lot about Spencer Jones. This kid is really friggin' good. Could the Yankees trade for Salvador Perez? I think they could, but I don't see them doing something like that. Ohtani can pinch and hit. I think you'd have to also commit to Stanton being able to play the outfield all year. They're not going to throw Ohtani out there, not with the type of pitcher he is. He did it in Japan. He played some outfield, and he was apparently a pretty good outfielder. But the Yankees aren't going to throw him in the outfield. Just AC says Jones will be in the Bronx before Jason. There's some rumors, man, that Spencer Jones is going to fly through the Yankee system. So I am more excited about that kid after talking to Dane than I've ever been. I can't wait to see him next year. Patty Franks, what's up, man? Pete, the Yanks passed on 8 all-star shortstops the past 2 seasons, so Volpe better be worth it. Volpe may not even be the shortstop. He may not even be the shortstop. So Volpe may actually be the second baseman. I mean, look, if the Yankees are being honest and they don't trade Peraza should be the shortstop. There'll be no reason not to have him as the shortstop. Peraza is the best defensive shortstop the Yankees have had in a very, very long time. Look at Spencer Jones' stats. They're crazy. Jack, 100%, man. Spencer Jones, I'm not going to show the viewers right now, Jack, anything on Spencer Jones because Dane put a lot of work in his video. I just wanted to hype it up to make sure you guys take a look at Spencer Jones yourself, but then also tune into our video that comes out tomorrow. You're going to learn a lot in that video. Peraza as shortstop, Volpe at second base. I could definitely see that happening. Volpe could even potentially play third base. 13 likes away from 100, guys. Smash that like button. Hit that like button up. I'm going to stay around for a little bit to answer some questions. Of course, I know not a lot of news out there right now for the Yankees ever since they got Carlos Rodon. The funny thing is, they have yet to make Judge or Rodon official yet because they still have a pretty packed 40-man roster. So the Yankees are going to have to move around some pieces. So trades are definitely coming. Trades or DFAs or something like that is coming soon. Hey, Pete, do you think Dominguez could be up this year? Potentially. Dane also talks about Dominguez. Thoughts on trading Glaber for Gregory Soto? Wouldn't be a bad idea, Bryce. That wouldn't be a bad idea. Wouldn't be a bad idea in a package deal. Wouldn't be a bad idea. Get an elite closer in Gregory Soto. Hey, you can't have enough back end guys. And if the Yankees have some guys in the back end of that bullpen that's filthy, bring them in. Bring them in, man. That wouldn't be a bad option. When is the Aaron Judge presser? Tim, King of Jordans. We don't know, man. They got to clear up some space first. Anthony Medina. Pete, you think if the Yankees can't trade Hicks, they would DFA him? I don't know, man. Look, it's funny because if you're seeing it as a business perspective, he's owed $10 million a year for, I think, 2 more years after this. Could he stay on as the 4th outfielder and just blend in? Probably. With the shift being gone, would that increase his average a little bit? I think so. Even for Aaron Hicks, I think it would increase his average a little bit. He has been robbed of a lot of hits batting left-handed. So maybe it would increase it a little bit. Does that mean he's some great valuable player? No, I think they could potentially trade him. I really believe, and me and Dane touch on this a little bit too. Once the minute the Yankees got Carlos Rodon, I think they have a good understanding they could probably move some guys. I don't know, and this is me, I'm not knocking Hal Steinbrenner. He's done an amazing job. Whoever thought the Yankees payroll would be $293 or whatever it is right now? I never would have thought that. He stepped up like his father would have this year. But I do believe that the Yankees know they have a strong possibility to move some salaries. I do believe they made that signing knowing that they have teams lined up that will take on Hicks or Donaldson. I believe that. Whether they're not getting kind of what they want, or maybe they're paying more than they want to right now at this moment, but I do think they probably have some things lined up that they can turn to when they need to. I feel they are working on a big deal. That's why it's been so quiet. It's possible, Bryce. The Yankees got a lot of parts they can move. A ton of parts they can move. And they probably have to move some of them. So I do think we're going to have a day where there might be a couple of Yankee trades. And remember, guys, we're a week before Christmas. It is what? December 18th today. We got, all of January to go still. A lot of February. Trades still happen when pitchers and catchers report. So there's still a lot of time to play here for the Yankees to make some moves. I'll play DJ Oswaldo IKF over JD's garbage ass. I agree with that. If DJ LeMahieu's healthy and they're both on the team, DJ LeMahieu's your third baseman. That's simple. There's no doubt about it. If they're both healthy, you got to play LeMahieu. Hicks just needs to go play golf. Something like that. Something like that. You think some deals come before Christmas on the Yankees end? I would like it to. Peter says, offer Conforto 1 year, $12 million, prove-it contract at most. Boris wants options to hedge his bets. Look, I'll tell you what I do. I tell you right now what I would do. I don't know about the salary. I hate talking salary, but look, if Brantley got $12 million or whatever it was he got, I would not mind offering Conforto a 2-year deal, but here's the thing. 1 year option, right? But here's the option. The option would kick in based on performance. 450 at-bats. Because I tell you this right now, and I say this with Dane, yes, I hate giving things away. But if somebody were to come to you right now and go, hey, look, Pete, Michael Conforto is guaranteed to play 130 games. If that's the case, you get him. You get him. You don't forget trades. You get Conforto. If somebody comes to you and goes, Michael Conforto's good for 130 games, stop. You sign him. You sign him. That's simple. If he is healthy enough to give you 130 ball games in left field, you sign Michael Conforto tomorrow. Now. And then you figure out trades elsewhere. The Yankees maybe you could trade for a third baseman. Maybe you trade for a second baseman. I don't know. I don't know. There's so many different things that you do. But that's the great thing right now for the Yankees is they do have so much parts that they can move around. They got a lot of parts they can move around. And I think with the signing of Rodon, the Yankees basically sat there then and said, guys, we have these other trades lined up. We have these pieces we can move. They have to make moves. Too many infielders. They got to move on from some of them. The big contracts that are useless, I think you're going to move one or two of them. All that I believe is going to happen, guys. I really do. I believe all that stuff is definitely going to happen for the New York Yankees. Guys, do me a favor. Smash that like button. We are at 100, but we got about 230 in here. So continue to do me a favor and smash that like. I actually think we're closing in. Let's see where we are real quick. That is a good question from my friend Alex. He says, let's see. Question for you and the chat. What kind of numbers would Montas have to put up in the 5 spot for you to consider him a success? I already talked about it. He could have a 4.40 ERA, 4.25 ERA as the 5th starter for the Yankees. And I would be 100% okay with keeping him around. No problem. I'd be 100% with keeping him around. No big deal. All for it. All for it. No problem whatsoever. Let him do it. He don't have to be no ace. I didn't like him as a 2 or a 3 when they traded for him. I said, that's insane. He's going to be terrible. As a number 5 starter, 4.20 ERA. If he's healthy and gives us 5 an outing, 6 an outing, some starts with 7 dominant innings, I'm all for it. No pressure. Go ahead. No pressure. Go ahead. I don't need my 5th starter to have a 3.40 ERA. If he does, great. But if my 5th starter gets the ball, throws the ball, stays healthy, and has a 4.10, 4.15, 4.20 ERA, no problem. As long as the top 4 guys are doing their job. And I think they will. I really do. I think they will. Let me pull this up one more time. I want to plug this one more time before we wrap up here. Let me switch on over, guys. Again, We got all new merch out there. Spank, tell him, Spank. Hit that like button. Spanky said it a little different than I did. All right, Spank, take it easy, fam. But guys, my man Johnny Almonte, I got you with the baby gear, fam. I'll start working on that soon. But we got a lot of new stuff out there. Look, guys, NYYST got a damn cool new shirt, by the way. Let me show you guys this. If you guys watch NYYST, they say this a lot. It's Smart or Yankees. So there we go, man. We got the Smart or Yankees tee with the NYYST logo on the sleeve. Smart or Yankees. Absolutely love that tee. It's fresh, fire, nasty. Nasty. We got our beanies out. Thank you to some of you guys who ordered beanies already. We got those. We got the Pete. He struck him out tee. NYY News TV snapback. You see me wearing it. And we got the American flag logo and then the NYYNewsTV.com logo on the side. Got a couple of new stuff also coming out over the next couple of days. There's the NYY News TV beanie. It is fire. It is fire. There it is right there. Get a little close-up shot of that one. Got a couple of orders on this baby already, so I appreciate you guys. Thank you so much. And of course, you guys already know we got the Carlos Rodon stuff that just dropped. Got the Derek Jeter captain, the Mick, the Italian Stallion tee, the machine. And of course, this is my effing house, Carlos Rodon. You guys already know the dealio. You guys already know the dealio. Apparently, John Heyman just said the Yankees don't have no takers on Hicks and Donaldson. Let's see if he did. I'll double check that real quick for you guys. And I still refuse to believe that that's the case. I don't think that's the truth. I don't think that's the case at all. I don't see it on his Twitter, so maybe he said it somewhere else. I don't believe that. I don't believe that the Yankees cannot find a suitor for those guys. I just don't. Yeah, and Sonny, that's another thing. You know, Conforto could play in New York. We already know that. So, guys, be sure to smash that like button on this video before you run up out of here. But, guys, enjoy the rest of your Sunday. I'm going to go chill with the family the rest of the day, relax, have a little popcorn, put my feet up, enjoy the day. If there's breaking news, you guys know I will be right here for you guys. I'll be here. Don't worry about it, all right? I'm going to be right here, guys. I'm going to be right here. David with a super chat. David does that all the time right before I leave. Imagine the Yankees haven't done the conference for Rodon or Judge yet because they have a big trade in mind and they want all three players together. It's possible. They did it before in 2009. They did that in 2009. The Yankees have they got a flair for the dramatic. Put it that way. They got a flair for the dramatic. So, again, guys, with that being said, you guys are the best. Oh, I didn't even check the subscriber count. Are we there yet? Let's see. 3 short of 14,100. So, send NYY News TV to your friends and family. Like, hey, man, you guys got to go sub to Pete and the NYY News TV team. They're the best. The best in news, rumors, and entertainment, podcasts, videos, all that fun stuff. And, of course, Game Season Live, which I can't wait to actually start doing again. It's going to be really fun. So, with that being said, guys, much love to each and every one of you. If anything breaks, you know I'll be here for you. But until next time, you already know, we will never come whack on a designated spitters track. Adios, fam. I'm out. I want to write today.